ऋषि पतंजलि योगा सूत्रा पार्ट 2 श्लोक नंबर 21 तदर्थ एव दृश्यस्य आत्मा द नेचर ऑफ द experienced is for him. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. Nature has no light of its own. As long as the Purusha is present in it, it appears as light. But the light is borrowed just as the moon's light is reflected. According to the yogis, all the manifestations of nature are caused by nature itself, but nature has no purpose in view except to free the Purusha. To Shlok number 22. कृतार्थम प्रति नष्टम्यप्य नष्टम तदन्य साधारण त्वात् though destroyed for him whose goal has been gained, yet it is not destroyed, being common to others. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. The whole activity of nature is to make the soul know that is entirely separate from nature. When the soul knows this, nature has no more attractions for it, but the whole of nature vanishes only for that man who has become free. There will always remain an infinite number of others for whom nature will go on working. Shlok number 23rd. स्वस्वामी शक्तयो स्वरूप उपलब्धि हेतु संयोगः. Junction is the cause of the realization of the nature of both the powers, the experienced and its Lord. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. According to this aphorism, both the powers of soul and nature become manifest when they are in conjunction. Then all manifestations are thrown out. Ignorance is the cause of this conjunction. We see every day that the cause of our pain or pleasure is always our joining ourselves with the body. If I were perfectly certain that I am not this body, I should take no notice of heat and cold or anything of the kind. This body is a combination. It is only a fiction to say that I have one body, you another, and the sun another. The whole universe is one ocean of matter, and you are the name of a little particle, and I of another, and the sun of another. We know that this matter is continuously changing. What is forming the sun one day, next day may form the matter of our bodies. Part 2, Shlok number 24th. Tasya hetu avidya. Ignorance is its cause. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. Though through ignorance we have joined ourselves with a particular body and thus opened ourselves to misery. This idea of body is a simple superstition. It is superstition that makes us happy or unhappy. It is superstition caused by ignorance that makes us feel heat and cold, pain and pleasure. It is our business to rise above this superstition, and the yogi shows us how we can do this. It has been demonstrated that under certain mental conditions, a man may be burned, yet he will feel no pain. The difficulty is that this sudden upheaval of the mind comes like a whirlwind one minute and goes away the next. If, however, we gain it through yoga, we shall permanently attain to the separation of self from the body. To Shlok number 25th. Tad bhavat sanyog abhavo hanam tadrishe kaivalyam. There being absence of that ignorance, there is absence of junction, which is the thing to be avoided, that is the independence of the seer. Commentary on Sri Patanjali Yoga Sutra by Swami Vivekananda. According to yoga philosophy, it is through ignorance that the soul has been joined with nature. The aim is to get rid of nature's control over us. That is the goal of all religions. Each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity within by controlling nature, external or internal. Do this either by work or worship or psychic control or philosophy, by one or more or all of these, and be free. This is the whole of religion. Doctrines or dogmas or rituals or books or temples or forms are but secondary details. The yogi tries to reach this goal through psychic control. Until we can free ourselves from nature, we are slaves as she dictates, so we must go. The yogi claims that he who controls mind controls matter also. The internal nature is much higher than the external and much more difficult to grapple with, much more difficult to control. Therefore, he who has conquered the internal nature controls the whole universe. It becomes his servant. Raj Yoga propounds the methods of gaining this control. Forces higher than we know in physical nature will have to be subdued. This body is just the external crust of the mind. They are not two different things. They are just as the oyster and its shell. They are but two aspects of one thing. The internal substance of the oyster takes up matter from outside and manufactures the shell. In the same way, the internal fine forces, which are called mind, take up gross matter from outside and from that manufacture this external shell, the body. If then we have control over the internal, it is very easy to have control of the external. Then again, these forces are not different. It is not that some forces are physical and some mental. The physical forces are but the gross manifestations of the fine forces, just as the physical world is but the gross manifestation of the fine world.